Here are some common misconceptions about Navy boot camp. No, we don't get iPads. What do you think this is, summer camp? Although, at times it does feel like summer camp, we don't get fucking iPads. So I don't know who the fuck is putting it on the internet, but it's wrong. Because I would love an iPad during that. We don't get our phones every Saturday or Sunday. I don't know who's saying that, but you're wrong. I think that's more of an Air Force thing. We get maybe 3 phone calls. We got a 4th one because we convinced one of our petty officers. But other than that, it's usually only like 3. We get the first one at night of arrival, and then they tell us that we're going to be able to call our family in 2 days. 2 days turned into 3 weeks. So, yeah. And then you get to call them like midway through boot camp, and then the night before, or the day before you graduate. So we don't get it every Sunday. No, you don't get to skip out on the gas chamber. I think the only reason why some people didn't have to go through the gas chamber is because they went through 2020, and during COVID, they weren't allowed to do it. So, yeah. If you go to boot camp now, you're doing that gas chamber. Mail. Oh my gosh, there are so much questions about mail. So once you get to boot camp, within the next few days, we're going to get a QR code that has a address on it and your ship number and all that. You're going to send a quick text message to one person, and then that one person has to share that with everybody else. So you can start sending mail as soon as you get that address. As for when you graduate and all that, we get our mail addresses when we get to our A school within like the first week. Like you just go to the mail office and they give you your slip and all that kind of stuff, and then you can send it to family members, and then they can start sending you mail right away. So it's pretty instantaneous. However, in boot camp, it takes a good week before the letters might get to you, depending on where you are, like located near or far away from Chicago. If you're farther away from Chicago, your letter isn't going to be there in like it might take like a week or 2. Nonetheless, it will get there. They tell us not to use Sandbox. However, my friends and my brother use Sandbox, and I got my letters, so don't worry about that. And for you people comparing boot camp styles and all that kind of stuff with the different branches and stuff, each branch of military has their own boot camp, and it's going to be different and harder in different ways, but it's still challenging at times. So remember that when you're going through boot camp and you're teasing one another and all that kind of stuff. Boot camp is boot camp. It's going to suck regardless. Yeah, we don't have to run 3 miles like Marines, but we still have to do battle stations and P days. Pretty sure everyone has to go through a P days of some sort, but you know if you know. Anywho, if you have any more misconceptions or questions about boot camp, let me know in the comments, okay?